The trouble with the world is that the stupid are cocksure and the intelligent full of doubt. Bertrand Russel.
Stupidity is something that is not hereditary. If you see a person that is stupid, that acts stupid or talks stupid, you might find that the person is related to people that are not stupid. All right? It's possible. It's not hereditary. So that's why you might find sometimes you find a person who's extremely brilliant and has a brother or sister or dad or mom who's not. You know, people develop themselves. Sometimes some people are born with genius talent and things like that. But much as stupidity is not hereditary, in other words, it cannot be passed on from someone to his or her offspring. Stupidity is actually contagious, which means it can rub off on people. It can, quote unquote, infect people. And I do not think many people realize how dangerous it can be to associate with people who are stupid. Because very often, stupid people don't even know they are stupid. There's a quote, I think it was Bertrand Russel, who said,
"The trouble with the world is that the stupid are cocksure and the intelligent full of doubt."
And that thing speaks volumes, because an intelligent person tends to naturally be a bit more humble and unwilling to be presumptuous, because they are intelligent. They know that they have limitations. Stupid people do not recognize that they have limitations because they think so much of themselves. That's what makes them stupid. So they make pronouncements quite often that make no sense. So when you associate with stupid people for prolonged periods of time, it rubs off and it shows, because the quality of your thinking will reflect. And so that's why you hear people say the top 5 people you spend your time with will determine the kind of person you become. Show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. There's a video I watched by one American woman, a coach, and she was saying that if you have 5 people who are intelligent that you spend your time with, you become the 6th intelligent person. If you have 5 people who are unproductive, you become the 6th unproductive person, because the people you spend your time with will affect you in the long run. Because the more time you spend with them, the more of their bad habits or their bad qualities that rub off on you. The Yorubas have a saying, "Bewe back lara oshe, oshe na londa." In other words, when they leaf, in the old days, the ancient Africans, they had a technology that they used to make soap using palm oil and all of that, palm kernels, and they would then wrap the soap in leaves. And so when the soap was stored over time, the leaves will blend with the soap. It just kind of merge with the soap and become one. So you'll not be able to tell them apart anymore. And so that's the same thing that happens to your character, to your intellectual abilities. If you spend time with people that have great brain power, you will also become a person of great brain power overnight. It will rub off. Intelligence will actually rub off on you. If you spend time with people who make thought-provoking comments and discussions, who engage in thought-provoking discourse, it's going to rub off on you. You become more of a thinker than you normally would have if you had spent your time with people that are dead intellectually. So when you are born into a family where people act stupid and think stupid, it is imperative that you separate yourself from that environment and go to an environment where you have people who are doing the exact opposite, who are making the most of themselves intellectually. If you don't do that, what will happen is then you will manifest the outcomes that will be expected of somebody that's produced from that environment. But if you see some people who make an exception of their lives, they came from homes where parents were drug pushers or drug addicts and maybe violent people and all that, and they separated themselves and they made a choice, a conscious choice, to associate with a different kind of people. They ended up living lives that were more fulfilling. I hope that will be your own portion. I wish you well.
A stupid man's report of what a clever man says can never be accurate, because he unconsciously translates what he hears into something he can understand. Bertrand Russel.